Oh, yeah. Did you guys see my last video where I asked Lars, like, pretty please, could you just do me a solid on this GG wand? Did you see that video? This is a follow-up to that. We made some trades because we're online. We got 2 perfect 5/5 poison facets. And just before I show it, I was in the Worldstone just doing a run, and look at this beauty that just dropped. Oh, I'm sorry, is that a jeweler's embossed plate of the squid? I think it is. 76 to life. 4 open sockets. Yeah. Pretty sweet. Let's stash that away. So pretty cool. Let's see what it looks like on this necromancer really quick. Alright. It's kind of pink, you know, but whatever. Okay, so let's look at the wand. Alright, you ready? Boom. And I personalized it. Infectula's Venomous Grim Wand. +3 to poison and bone skills. -10% to enemy poison resistance. +10% to poison skill damage. +3 to poison nova. Okay. That's awesome. Let's see. Can you guys see that? It was my face in the way? Let's see. I'm going to move my face just in case. Alright. Here you go. Yeah. I don't think it was in the way, actually. But anyway, there it is again, really quick. Character sheet. We are sitting at +82% to poison skill damage, -55% to enemy poison resistance, and our lower res reduces enemy resistance by 55%. Okay? We could be better a little bit by rolling a better bramble, basically. Mine only rolled 29%. I think that goes up to 50, but we're still pretty good. So we're getting all of this damage and negative enemy res through our gear without using Death's Web. Look at that. We got the wand right here that I showed. We got the bramble for +29. My Artisan's Tiara of Speed with 3 perfect 5/5 poison facets. Very nice. We've got the Triangle's Wing with a -5 +3 poison facet. That's all I had at the time. And that gives us -25 for to enemy poison resistance for having 3 pieces. Then we got the Trang's Gloves, of course. So that's how we're getting +82 -55. Okay? So I don't need Death's Web to be very powerful with this character, with this Poison Nova Necro. And I just love that I don't need it, really. I think it's super cool that I got this wand. Yeah. We do have a Sunder. It's perfect, -70. Poison and Bone Skillers. The last one over here is all res. Our amulet is 2 to poison and bone with mana, energy, all res, and magic find. Pretty sweet. I got a 10 FCR ring. We hit one of the breakpoints with just the gloves and this one ring right here. Cold and lightning res and some extra gold. I'm using alders for the fire res, the life, and I like the run walk. Since we got 30 on the helmet run walk, we get 40 on the boots here, and 10% damage taken goes to mana. Actually does kind of help us out a little. And then this one is just an all res mana ring. Probably could be a little better if we went with something with like higher lightning, so we could cap that out. Our lightning is the only thing lacking. It's 66%. A couple other charm swaps could fix that though too. But that anyway, that's kind of what I got going on for now. On swap, I'm just using a +6 to Fire Golem with a Bone Flame in the other hand, which is +3 to Necromancer skills and does have more run walk, which we don't really ever switch to run around, but I guess I could. Anyway, I still haven't respec'd this guy. I think it would be much better to go Clay Golem or even an Iron Golem with like an Insight or something like that. I am using on the Mercenary though. Check him out. I made this for one of my Nova Sorceresses a while back. It's 2 to lightning, 20% faster cast with just some imperfect facets, so -7 +7. Unfortunately, that 2 to lightning skills does not help his damage, but the facets do and the cast rate is nice. Skin of the Viper Magi for the cast rate and all res. Magic damage reduced by 13 on this is good for him. He's capped, you'll see. He's got a Crescent Moon, minus 35% to enemy lightning resistance. Look at that, it rolled 220 enhanced damage. Of course it rolled perfect on a crystal sword, right? And then the shield, he definitely could have a better shield, but he's not high enough level to wield a spirit shield yet. So I just have this on him, the black oak shield for the, it's got some life and it's got some cold absorb. Weaken when struck, you know, 50% faster block rate. I don't know. There's a lot better things I could put there, but that's just what I had sitting there for now, and it just kind of looks cool to have this weird gray shield with that blue orb in the middle. But so yeah, well, that'll be swapped out, and you know, we have to respec to optimize him. We have to make a few charm changes to get the lightning perfect, but I just wanted to show this off now. We're sitting at 12k, 12,370 Poison Nova damage, and it says it's level 40. All right, level 40 Poison Nova with plus 82 minus 55. And we already found with this build, we already found the jewelers and boss plate of the squid, so that's pretty sweet. Let's get back in here. Okay, so we're just in level 3 of Worldstone, and here's some special guys. Didn't even use lower res on them, and they're just going down. We're online. We're doing really well with this build. It probably could handle higher player counts, you know, I'm guessing. So, but whatever, you know. I'm just playing on P1, just showing how sick this build is. Here, let's see these guys. They all just went down with one cast. I didn't even use lower res. You know, and they're all going down too. There we go. Let's just keep moving. I'll grab this mana recharge, why not? Okay, look at some of those guys are usually immune to poison, I think, too, and they just went down in one cast. So it's working pretty good. But yeah, I was pretty stoked about that Larzik socket quest, you know. And just to, you know, oops, I just made a chipped amethyst on accident. But that's okay. Yeah, and so the Larzik gave us 2 sockets, which was awesome. Oh, look at this guy. He's a special dude. And he keeps running from me. Can you please not run? Can you please not run? Thank you. So I was pretty stoked about that. That was awesome. I do think that this is like if you can't find, like I don't have a death sweat, okay? So this is seriously as good as it probably gets without that weapon, you know? And even if you really wanted to min-max, I think that if you had this in the first hand here, like on your main, and then you had the Trang as something else that was like more skills, like if you could get plus 4, 5, or 6 on one of these for a Poison Nova, and then you could cast, and then you could swap so that you had the Death's Web and the Trang full, like the 3-piece Trang set on swap, I bet you that would probably be the strongest. But I don't know how necessary that is with lower res. There must, I think there's a cap, isn't there, on how low you can get the enemy resistance, I'd imagine, right? Maybe someone can tell me what the cap is. Like, at what point is it just not worth putting more points into lower res or getting more and more and more enemy lower res, you know? So I guess if you just had enough, if you had a Sunder and enough minus enemy res though, then I think you could probably just like forego ever having to use the minus or the lower res. Well, maybe not, because some guys have pretty good resistance to it to begin with. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Anyway, we're you can see this is very sweet. This is very cool. I like running around, by the way, for this build. It's just kind of fun. And I like that I have 3 different elemental types going. We've got our Mercenary who's doing lightning damage, you know, and he has negative 42% to enemy lightning resistance with plus 7% lightning skill damage, which is pretty cool. And he absorbs lots of cold. So he should be able to do fine against, like, Baal, right? Haven't tried it yet. Yikes. We're getting hurt. And then The Fire Golem is whatever. I don't really like him that much. Look, he just died. Okay, let's see. Level 33. There, I summoned him with my other weapons on swap. But yeah, I think what would make this build really great for me would be to respec out of the Fire Golem. And, wow, that guy just wasted us. Did you see that? He just killed my Fire Golem and my Mercenary with a couple swings. Anyway, what would make this better for me would be to respec out of the Fire Golem, adjust the charms a little bit, and probably, we probably don't need that Mercenary that's doing lightning. I just wanted something different for a little bit. And his static field is kind of cool for area of effect, but with the poison draining. But yeah, and then on top of that, what would be better is to, on swap have a Nauseous for teleport. So that's what I would want. I think even more so, what would be really cool would be to have a 2 to Necromancer skills, all res teleport amulet, perhaps. That would probably be all right too. But this one's pretty good though, man. Like, look at MF, all res, energy, mana 2, and it's the Twister charges. I haven't tried to use those. Maybe I should put those on. There, I'll try to cast some of those. 0.4, stun duration. We'll try that out. It's not going to do anything though. It's not going to be good. So okay, so we got our crew back here. Thanks a lot, guys, for dying on me. And let me just dump some of this too, since we're going back in. Actually, I'll do this. I'll take that. We'll dump this one. And that. There we go. So, okay. Let's get back in the action here. Throne of Destruction. Let's move on up. So in Poison Nova, look at that. Just killed them all instantly. That was awesome. We'll use lower res just for fun, even though I think we don't need it even right here. And the Fire Golem is getting killed again. There was someone who said they were bummed that I was dissing the Fire Golem. That they liked the Fire Golem. I mean, how do you explain his life right now? He just gets annihilated. So, yeah, I just don't think he's very good. So, I'm sorry. But, yep. Poison Nova. Yeah. Those guys are all gone. So that's the first wave, just instantly annihilated. Probably have to use... Let's use lower res on these guys, though. Okay. Cast a few more Poison Nova so it gets through to everybody. And he's gone too. That's cool. The Golem, is he getting killed by poison or is he okay? He seems to be okay. His poison res must be high enough with my summon resist skill. Although he's going down now, isn't he? There we go. Just cast a couple of those. Look at that. The Fire Golem is supposed to be... Did you see that? Did you see that? The Fire Golem is supposed to absorb fire damage. And he just died instantly from Hydras. So, I'm sorry. Like, if you like Fire Golem, dude, they need to patch it. Alright? My Fire Golem video where I just trashed on it the whole time, and then every subsequent video where I trashed on him, I think I have a point. He should not have died in the middle of Hydras. Like, let's just see. He's supposed to absorb 94% fire damage at this level. 94% fire absorb. And he died. Something's broken? I think something must be broken. Because that should have all healed him and not killed him. Okay. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, better I think we're gonna have to go with like a better Mercenary and all that to get this build really, really up to where it should be. Because I have all the stuff I need now. Here, look. These guys are normally immune to poison. Did you see that? That whole group right there? Those guys are normally immune to poison. And we just thrashed them with Infectula's Venomous Grimwand. And isn't it cool that this, too, is blue? The name. So look at... We just took out Lister and all his buddies, and no problem. But look at this. So sometimes when you personalize an item, I noticed, I think your name will appear in, like, gold, right? Does it just depend if it's a rune word or something like that, maybe? But this one, it's all blue, as if it, like, dropped like this. So I think that's really cool. Infectula's Venomous Grimwand. So cool. So sick, dude. So sick. All right. So everyone's dead. That's nice. Here, we'll summon you again, even though you suck. But yeah. Yeah, so I definitely want to do a respec on this guy, you know, and just keep him like a Poison Nova Necro. I don't want to make him an off-meta build or anything. But I do like that this guy doesn't have Death's Web. It's kind of sweet, you know? It's kind of sweet. Here you go. Come on, Fire Golem. Get in there, buddy. One thing I did like, though, about my previous iteration of this, where I used Black Bogs, is the slowing effect that the dagger had. So I would hit bosses with it and kind of just let them be slow, and the poison damage lasts for a really long time, you know? Oh, boy. And that way you could kind of easily take care of some of these guys. Yeah, and then, you know, like a different mercenary that's got some crushing blow or something would probably help us too for bosses. But this is okay. I mean, this is not that bad, honestly. Like, look at. Remember, he gets healed right now, this mercenary, by all of his Baal's like crazy cold damage. So, yeah. So this was not a bad choice. The Black Oak Shield, not a bad choice at all for this mercenary, just so we could do Baal. All right, let's identify a couple rares here. This one is, I've got the Fool's mod, but that's about it. Assault Helmet. Let's see, can I have +6? No. What about this plate mail? Nothing to talk about there. I guess I'll just identify this ethereal blue Highland Blade for fun. Yeah. So, you know, if this was something that was like rolled 300+% enhanced damage, because blue items can roll really high on enhanced damage. If it rolled that and it got the repairs durability mod, and then you took it to Larzik and got 2 sockets, you would have like a really, really cool blue item. That's the only reason I would check something like that, you know? Something kind of nuts like that. So anyway, there he is, man. There he is. There's his crappy Fire Golem. And Infectula is looking pretty sick. Pretty infectious. Alright, dudes. Later.